Welcome to the Wellness Lab Digest, where we help you to absorb powerful, life-changing insights from top wellness experts with our daily bite-sized wellness podcast summaries. Each episode is packed with distilled, powerful takeaways to boost your health and well-being. To support this podcast, please scroll down on whatever app you're listening. Ratings and reviews are helpful. Even better, just send the show to a friend. Check out our sponsors at the bottom of the page, or simply click the Support the Show link below the episode description.
Brain fog. It's not just a trendy buzzword, folks. Studies show that up to 600 million people worldwide may experience this cognitive cloudiness regularly, impacting everything from work performance to personal relationships.
Wow, that's a staggering number. I had no idea it was so widespread. What exactly do we mean by brain fog?
Well, brain fog is essentially a term used to describe a combination of cognitive symptoms that make it difficult to complete daily tasks. We're talking about feeling unmotivated, forgetful, and having trouble focusing or concentrating. It's like trying to think through a thick mental haze.
I think many of us can relate to that feeling. But what causes this mental cloudiness?
There are actually quite a few factors that can contribute to brain fog. Lifestyle plays a big role. Things like sleep deprivation and high stress levels are major culprits. When we're constantly under stress, our bodies have to work much harder than they should, which can lead to mental fatigue.
That makes sense. I know I definitely feel foggy when I'm stressed out or haven't gotten enough sleep. But are there other factors at play?
Absolutely. Diet is another big one. Our dietary choices can have a significant impact on our cognitive abilities. Brain fog can occur due to food allergies or sensitivities that may not have been diagnosed, such as reactions to nuts or dairy. It can also be caused by nutrient deficiencies like a lack of vitamin B12 or even chronic dehydration.
Oh, that's interesting. I never realized dehydration could affect our brain function so much. Are there any other health-related factors that can contribute to brain fog?
Yes, quite a few actually. Mental health conditions like anxiety and depression can trigger brain fog. While the exact mechanism isn't fully understood, researchers think it might affect the network of neurons in areas of the brain critical for cognitive functions, such as the hippocampus. Additionally, certain health conditions can cause brain fog, particularly among those who suffer from hypothyroidism, diabetes, certain autoimmune conditions, and viral infections.
Wow, it sounds like brain fog can be quite pervasive. How does it typically impact people's lives? I imagine it could be pretty disruptive.
You're right on the money there. Although it may not sound life-threatening, chronic brain fog can have a severe impact on your quality of life. For instance, in terms of your career, if you're struggling to perform daily tasks, lack motivation, or have difficulty concentrating, it can really affect your ability to work effectively. This can lead to missed opportunities, job dissatisfaction, and in severe cases, even job loss.
That's concerning. Does it affect other areas of life as well?
Absolutely. Brain fog can also impact your personal life in significant ways. If normal tasks are becoming more challenging to focus on, there isn't much room left for enjoyable activities. Brain fog can rob you of your hobbies, which can increase the risk of mental health challenges such as depression. And when it comes to relationships, if you know you aren't your best self, you may begin to isolate or detach from social situations and loved ones.
That's a sobering thought. It's like a vicious cycle. The brain fog affects your ability to enjoy things and connect with others, which can lead to depression, which in turn can worsen the brain fog. Are there any ways to break this cycle?
Well, the good news is that there are several natural remedies that can help alleviate brain fog. One of the most important things you can do is prioritize a healthy diet. It's best to limit sugary treats, alcohol, and caffeine intake and instead focus on whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, beans, legumes, nuts, seeds, whole grains, lean meats, and dairy.
That sounds like a pretty balanced approach. What about exercise? I've heard that physical activity can have a positive impact on brain function.
You're absolutely right. There's a strong connection between exercise and brain health as well as mental health. Adding regular exercise, even if it's just 10 minutes of light walking a day, can help boost your mood, reduce stress, and enhance brain function. The key is to choose a movement routine that fits your schedule and preferences.
That's great to hear. It doesn't sound too intimidating either. Just 10 minutes a day could make a difference. Are there any other simple strategies people can use to combat brain fog?
Absolutely. Another simple but effective strategy is to get outside more often. Taking a break and stepping outside can help ward off brain fog and give you an opportunity to step away from tasks that have become difficult to complete. The added break can boost your mood and help you think more clearly so you can come back and tackle those tasks with ease.
Oh, I love that idea. There's something about fresh air and sunlight that always seems to clear my head. It's amazing how something so simple can be so effective.
It really is. Nature has a way of resetting our minds and bodies. Another crucial factor in combating brain fog is emphasizing rest. Sleep deprivation is a major contributor to brain fog, and in many cases, it can be easily managed by simply prioritizing sleep. Aim for 7-9 hours of high-quality sleep each night to allow your brain to function at its best.
That's a great reminder. I think a lot of us tend to sacrifice sleep when we're busy, but it's clearly so important for our cognitive function. Is there anything else people can do to improve their sleep quality?
Definitely. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, and ensuring your sleep environment is dark, quiet, and cool can all contribute to better sleep quality. It's also a good idea to limit screen time before bed, as the blue light emitted by devices can interfere with your body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
Those are all great tips. What about during the day? Are there any strategies people can use to combat brain fog when they're in the middle of it?
Absolutely. One effective technique is to practice mindfulness or meditation. These practices can help clear your mind and improve focus. Even just a few minutes of deep breathing exercises can make a difference. Another strategy is to break tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. This can make them feel less overwhelming and easier to tackle.
That makes a lot of sense. I've heard about the benefits of mindfulness before, but I never thought about it in relation to brain fog. Are there any other unconventional methods people might not have considered?
Well, one interesting approach that's gaining attention is the use of adaptogenic mushrooms, such as lion's mane. Adaptogens are compounds that have been found to help your body resist stress, which can be a major contributor to brain fog. However, it's important to use them mindfully and choose products from trusted brands that offer third-party testing. Always consult with a healthcare professional before adding any new supplements to your routine.
That's good advice. It sounds like there are quite a few strategies people can use to combat brain fog. Do you have any final thoughts for our listeners who might be struggling with this issue?
I think the most important thing to remember is that brain fog doesn't have to control your life. Whether it's affecting your career, your personal relationships, or your overall satisfaction with life, there are steps you can take to manage it. Start by assessing your lifestyle. Are you getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, managing your stress levels? Sometimes, small changes in these areas can make a big difference.
Those are all great points. It's empowering to know that there are actionable steps people can take to improve their cognitive function.
Absolutely. And remember, if your brain fog persists or is severely impacting your life, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional for guidance. They can help rule out any underlying medical conditions and provide personalized advice. Brain fog might be common, but it's not something you have to accept as your normal state of being.
That's a crucial point. I think sometimes people might dismiss their symptoms or think they just need to push through it, when really they should be seeking help.
Exactly. Your cognitive health is just as important as your physical health, and it deserves the same level of care and attention. By taking proactive steps to address brain fog, you're not just improving your mental clarity, you're potentially enhancing your overall quality of life. And as we wrap up today's discussion, I'd like to leave our listeners with this thought. Clarity of mind is achievable. Your brain is incredibly resilient and adaptable. Give it the right tools and environment, and it can overcome the fog.
Well said. This has been such an informative discussion. I feel like we've learned so much about brain fog and how to combat it. Thank you for sharing all of this information with us today.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, everyone, your cognitive health is just as important as your physical health. Take care of your brain, and it will take care of you. Until next time, keep moving.
Thank you for listening to the Wellness Lab Digest. If you have received value from the podcast, I have 3 asks of you. 1, share the show with your friends and send them a link to the show. 2, please leave a rating and review in whatever app you're listening. And last but not least, please let me know what topics you would like us to cover in the future. You can contact me by sending me a message using the Send Us a Text link below the episode description.